Good evening, members of the House Judiciary Marathon Committee. Thank you all for hanging in there with the rest of us. I'm Eric Anderson. I live here in the city. It's my intention to talk about my opposition to House 7199. A lot has been said about this bill, but I'd like to put another spin on it. Beginning on page 2 of the proposed legislation, there are 36 lines of blue ink that criminalize high-capacity magazines. So I say, why? Why has someone gone to this extent? Is there a large body of evidence that suggests the passage of this legislation will increase public safety? I doubt it. We've also heard a number of people talk about the 1994 government ban on high-capacity magazines and assault rifles as a semi-automatic. And we all have a picture in our mind of what the AR-15 looks like. Those usually have a 20-round mag in them, and people have pictures in their mind. For 10 years, there was a government ban on those, because they were felt to be dangerous and they were going to cause more deaths. At the end of the 10-year period, when the ban was lifted, the Justice Department summarized all the findings, and they found out that there was no demonstrable impact on crime. So that sort of puts to bed for me the idea that a large capacity magazine is a dangerous thing to have around in the public. So again, I say, why was this bill put together? Why was this bill put together in the first place? And I've thought about it, and I said to myself, well, maybe there's confusion on the part of the people that craft some of these bills. Confusion between legal firearm ownership and criminal offenses. And where I got the clue was right here on the title page. The title page says an act relating to criminal offenses, weapons. Just about every piece of legislation that has anything to do with gun control legislation starts off by calling it a criminal act. I'm not a criminal, and the people who I know that participate in the shooting sports, we're not criminals either. But it seems to me that too many legislators can't separate legal firearm ownership from criminal offenses. They get it kind of in their mind, and they say, oh, here's another thing we have to take care of. And I believe that's the root of a lot of these bills that have just a lot of ineffective blue ink in them that don't do the public any good at all. So I would recommend that future bills that are written to regulate guns be put under or filed under public safety, where they should be in the first place. On a personal note, I'd like to say that I object to this bill because it restricts my God-given right and my Thomas Jefferson articulated right to self-defense. It gets in the way of that. And if I get in trouble and I need to defend myself, I want as many 20-round mags as I can get my hands on until the police arrive. Thank you.